when you're trying to beat the traffic. But again, we know how quickly traffic can change, and so everybody needs to think about that. If you can avoid trauma and problems, give yourself lots of following distance so we don't have problems, because as soon as there's one problem, all of a sudden we have congestion, and it just amplifies from there.
Well, I appreciate the time on this busy morning. Thank you, Sergeant Schmidt.
Have a great weekend.
OPP Sergeant Kerry Schmidt with a word of caution for drivers this weekend, and now a message for air travelers.
I believe we are stronger than ever as we move forward united in our commitment to connecting more people to what matters most through friendly and affordable air service.
That message from the CEO of WestJet Group, posted very early this morning. The company reached a deal at the last minute, stopping a walkout of 1,800 pilots. But the airline had already canceled more than 100 flights this week, anticipating a walkout. It will take time before operations are back in full swing. Duncan D. is the former Chief Operating Officer at Air Canada. Duncan, good morning.
Morning, Jill.
How long do you expect the flight disruptions because of this WestJet negotiation to last?
Look, just today we're already seeing 107 WestJet flights canceled, representing about 29% of their schedule. When that happens, you end up with flights in the wrong places. So a flight that, say, for example, was supposed to go to San Francisco just never made it there. So the flight coming back won't make it back. So by the time things get settled, I would expect that by Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest, things should be up to 100%. So, kudos to WestJet for getting things on track, and hopefully the disruption will be limited.
What do we know about the conditions of this deal?
We don't know very much yet. We do know that the last offer that management presented, which was rejected by WestJet pilots, was a substantial increase in pilot pay, which would place WestJet pilots, even at that point, at the top of the Canadian airline industry. So they were looking at a pilot at WestJet making around $300,000 a year, $300,000 placing them at the very top of the pay scale in Canada.
When we hear this, though, as consumers, we think, well, how is that going to be passed down? Is that going to mean higher ticket prices?
Most definitely. The number one cost for any airline, whether it's WestJet or Air Canada or Delta Airlines in the U.S., are employee costs, wages, benefits. And so when you factor that in, plus the fuel environment that we're currently in, then